is coming up next. And a good afternoon, everybody, in the AA Texas League. Today is the third game of this four-game set between the visiting Frisco RoughRiders and your San Antonio Missions. Today will be our doubleheader. We'll wrap up this four-game series today. And after that, the Missions will be gone for 6 as they head to Arkansas to play the Arkansas Travelers for 3. And then the Northwest Arkansas Naturals for 3. We'll return home in the new month, beginning on Tuesday, June 2nd, as the visiting Arkansas Travelers play the San Antonio Missions. Go online now and purchase and print your tickets from home. You can also download the First Pitch app from Minor League Baseball, and you can download that in any smartphone. Today we will be playing 7 innings for both games in our 4 o'clock game here this afternoon. And now we get you ready to take you down to the field as we get you set for baseball on this Monday afternoon. Our 4:05 game beginning right now here on the show. We are under the skies this afternoon as we get you set for another edition of baseball here on Minor League Baseball Network. Today, the third of 4 between the Frisco RoughRiders and the San Antonio Missions. It's baseball, it's the show, and it's coming up next. Taking the mound for the home team, your starting pitcher, Brett Kennedy, takes the mound for the first of the doubleheader in the third of this 4-game series. Now stepping in, Adrian Esquivel, the designated hitter, will start this one this afternoon. Now here's the first pitch. Four-seam fastball in there for ball 1 as we're underway this afternoon. 4:05, our first game time. And do gotta say, if you're just tuning in with us, glad that you guys are. And 91 degrees, partly cloudy, winds blowing only 2 miles an hour from right field to left field here in this one. Shorts and t-shirts, I do gotta say. And that's going to be hit to short. And the base runner will be safe at first. And that will be a no-out double to lead off the ball game. Frisco winning yesterday in the final 5-3 against San Antonio. And do gotta say, the Missions was making some pretty good moves, but was not able to win due to getting 3 outs and the ball game ending that way. Curveball 0-2, 79 miles an hour to the next leadoff hitter here this afternoon. Now the 0-2. Katimer going down, and that will be the first strikeout here this afternoon. Time now to give you the starting lineups for the visitors this afternoon. Into the box now, Luis Hernandez. 1 away in the inning with 1 on in this ball game. Now the runner's breaking for second. Outside the throw, and he steals second. We've got a guy in scoring position now with 1 away here in the inning. Esquivel as second. And Hernandez now up to the plate.
Outside.
And that misses 2-0. Well, after the final of these two ball games here at home, San Antonio starting 6 away, 3 against the Arkansas Travelers, and 3 against Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Another 2-1. And that's going to be hit. Throw out at second and 2 away in the inning, as the runner at second will hold on there. Pardon me if I'm slandering in words. Now up to the plate, Miguel Chavez, the first baseman, coming up here. And San Antonio losing this beginner 2 ball games to Frisco and hoping to even out a series today. Now the count holds 0-2 in the last part half of number 1. And that's going to be fouled off in the left. Foul ball. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. And the base runner at second is stranded. That ends the inning. So only 1 hit for the RoughRiders this afternoon, but nothing comes of it. We now head to the bottom half of inning number 1. No score. Rick Cooley will be the starting away pitcher for Frisco this afternoon for game 1 of the doubleheader. And now stepping in, the Billy Richter center fielder today, as we get started for the bottom half of the home first. Under a nice, beautiful sky. And 4-seam fastball in there for a ball. As we're now in the home half of inning number 1. So 2 7-inning games today for San Antonio. The makeup game from the rained out Saturday. And 4-seamer in there, misses the zone, 2-0. Our next homestand is on Tuesday, June 2nd, as we take on the Arkansas Travelers for a 3-game set, and following in after them, the Northwest Arkansas Naturals come to town and play 3. Now the 2-1. And that's going to be a base hit. Now San Antonio getting their first hit. And a base runner at first. Gotta say, they hope to do some good here today. And stepping in, the shortstop, RODNEY FINCH. 1 man on with nobody out. And they pitch out here, nothing doing, and that's ball 1. Corpus Christi playing the Midland Rockhounds this afternoon. And do gotta say, after their ball game today, they head to Northwest Arkansas and play tomorrow night. So Hooks and Naturals. San Antonio playing the Travelers for that 3-game set. And back home playing 6. And then after that 6 homestand, we go for 4 against the Frisco RoughRiders. So gotta say, that will be pretty good to see them again there. Count holds 3-0. Felipe Rodriguez on deck for San Antonio this afternoon. The first of a doubleheader. 4-seam fastball in there for strike 1. Now the count holds 3-1. Fans still piling in for this 2 games. And we got plenty more fun the remainder of the homestand. And uh-oh, it looked like he said it was a strike, but he thought that was ball 4. Now the count loaded up 3-2. And uh-oh. Base runner headed from second, and you got a single right there with nobody out. And Antonio just piling in hits. And gotta say, that right there is a nice, clean base hit up into center field. Hoping to do damage.
No, he's safe.
And San Antonio looking at their first runner 90 feet away from home plate. And that sinker is in there, 0-1. Felipe Rodriguez now up to the plate now as he takes that cold strike 1. Partly cloudy skies, shorts and t-shirts today, and very warm. So hope you guys drink plenty of water through this hot month of May weather. And through the remainder months of June, July, and August. Slider, 1-2 now.
Yep, 1-2.
83 miles an hour on that ball. Cooley now up to 13 pitches so far here in the first inning and stuff. And that's going to be hit very high. And he catches it on the track, and this could bring in a run. And the first run is across the score for San Antonio. Up a early 1-0 lead. Sacrifice fly to Rodriguez as he comes across to score. And stepping in now, Edgar Aramis approaching the plate now. A run on 2 hits, no errors. And for Frisco, only 1 hit for them this afternoon. So beautiful day here. Feels like a Sunday afternoon when we're playing here at home. But evidently we do call it a Monday afternoon. Playing 2. So hope you guys are ready to have some fun on this nice homestand. And gotta say, hope you guys are enjoying this, what's left of the homestand. So he throws back to first, and the count holds 2-1 with the runner at first. And a San Antonio 1-0 lead. And that 4-seamer, ball 3. And the count holds 3-1. And gotta say, Cooley in trouble now. As he misses this one. Or ends up getting a strike. And if he misses, ball 4, and we'll have 2 runners on. And wish granted. The Missions are getting their second base runner on. And now you're going to have a man in scoring position. And do got to say that'll bring up Robbie Hunt, the third baseman, still in the bottom half of inning number 1. Now here's the first pitch. And that's going to be fouled off into left. Now the count holds 0-1. Pitch count now to 20 to Rick Cooley for the visiting Frisco RoughRiders this afternoon. Gotta say to you guys, I can't wait for our next homestand. And don't forget $2 Tuesdays here at home when your San Antonio missions are here. And playing the Texas League Baseball Club. And that's gonna miss a slider. Now 2-1. Manager sure looking at his pitcher, and do gotta say the consistency is not there. He feels like he's just being let down here. And now time is going to be called here as the catcher will head to the mound to see what the heck is wrong with him. So gotta say, overzealous. His confidence is getting the best of him. And that's ball 3. Carlos Valentin awaits on deck for San Antonio. And gotta say, this pitch count is climbing. 7 to 30 pitches here in this one. And that changeup in the zone for code strike 2, and the count loaded up 3-2 here in this one. Now the 3-2. Fouled off and still hanging on with the 2 base runners on bases. $5 to 30 now. Fouled off. Now still the count holds 3-2. The 2 base runners on. And here's the 3-2. Low in the dirt, and gotta say that will load up the bases here in the bottom half of inning number 1. Cooley just now in danger of losing this one. And do gotta say, he's in big doo-doo now. The designated hitter, Carlos Valentin, approaches the plate as bases are loaded with 1 away here in the inning. And that's going to be hit. And do got to say that will be a sacrifice fly as the second run is across to score here in the bottom half of inning number 1. San Antonio now up 2-0 against Frisco this afternoon. And stepping in, Chad Taylor, the catcher, approaching the plate now. Looked like it was going to be a grand slam. Would have been surprising to see one of those in the month of May here for the missions. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and the changeup, 84 miles an hour, called for strike 2. Already 30 pitches been thrown here in the bottom half of inning number 1. Now here's the 0-2. Uh-oh. Oh, man. That's going to be trouble. Oh, man. 1 run's across the score. And here comes another one. Oh. Now San Antonio getting 2 runs across the score and not done yet. I gotta say, a nice clean base hit up into center field. And San Antonio just now getting 4 runs already in this home half of inning number 1. And that's going to be another base hit. Uh-oh. He's in trouble now, guys. Now run number 5 coming in across to score. And San Antonio now up 5-0 today against Frisco. We've got to say that confidence for Coley is just getting lower and lower and lower, and it looks like he will be pulled out of the game. Uh-oh, another base hit. And San Antonio getting their 6th run here in the bottom half of inning number 1. And now up to the plate now, Billy Richter. A runner at first with 2 away here in the inning. Hit to short. Throw out at second, and that will do her. So 6 runs on 5 hits, no errors. On now to top of inning number 2. San Antonio up in front, 6-0. Harold Gunter, the third baseman, approaches the plate to start their top half of inning number 2. Down 6-0 already here. And San Antonio just did their damage here. And that 4-seamer's in there for strike 1. Now the count holds 0-1. Shout outs to get to as we get started for this Monday afternoon. We got people behind home plate just waving. And gotta say, they wave to our cameraman. Got people behind third just watching. And if you're just tuning in with us, hope you are. We are live here. YouTube live. Now the 0-2. Fouled off into right. We got the fans watching from Frisco, supporting their home crowd. The Frisco RoughRiders. And that will be a 4-seamer. Called for strike 2, and that's the first out. Time now to look at the starting defense for the Missions. Into the box is Chris Hesman, the shortstop. 1 away in the inning with nobody on. In there for a 4-seam fastball, in there for strike 1. Oh, and 2 now. The 4-seamer in there for strike 2. And gotta say, San Antonio, just a tornado this afternoon. And that ball's going to be hit close to second. The center fielder has it. And that's out number 2. So hitting 6 runs in the bottom half of inning number 1 for San Antonio gives them a lead. Jermaine Grubbs, the right fielder, approaching the dish now. 2 very quick outs here with nobody on. 4-seam fastball misses the zone. Now the count holds 1-0. And San Antonio pitching. Now 23 so far in this one. Count holds 1-1 now, and that 4-seam fastball, 93 miles an hour for strike 1. Kennedy sure having the confidence this afternoon. And you got to say, the RoughRiders getting that base hit. And what I mean by high confidence for the home pitcher, I do got to say that's what he's got today. Pretty much last night, being the losing pitcher to losing the ball game. Frisco up 5-3. And do got to say that was just a bad ball game. As San Antonio managed to avoid being shut out, getting a few runs back. And gotta say, that's pretty good right there. Strike called, now the throw. And he's safe. Into second. Last of the top half of inning number 2. Now the 1-2. Curveball misses the zone. Now the count holds 2-2. The 2-2. And that's going to be popped up in the center right. And that will do her. The inning is over. We now head to the bottom half of inning number 2. San Antonio out in front, 6-0. Now stepping in, Ronnie Finch, the shortstop, 1 for 1, a single and a run. Frisco up 34 pitches so far in this ball game. And gotta say, Rick Cooley has been struggling through the first 2 innings so far. Just not consistent with ball or strikes. Uh-oh. He tries a jump throw and gets him out at first, and let's say lucky right there. Now it's time for the defense for the away team. Into the box now, Felipe Rodriguez. First plate appearance, a sacrifice fly, and an RBI here in this ball game. Sinker, 0-1. 86 miles an hour to Felipe Rodriguez. Coley close to being 40 pitches so far in the first 2 innings. And that's going to be a base hit in center. So in danger of losing this ball game. And do got to say, for the RoughRiders, not the best thing you see every day. My sources say that the Heat could take it out on a pitcher. 91 miles an hour. The first plate appearance was a walk and a run on Edgar Aramis. Sometimes when it's very hot out here during the summertime, it will be the confusing part for a pitcher to concentrate ball and strikes. And so far, Cooley has just been non-existent. Feels like he's just struggling way too much. Now the 1-1. Misses the zone. And that's a slider, 2-1. Cooley's been struggling. And gotta say, through the stream, he has been just throwing walks. He walked 2 in the bottom half of inning number 1. And that four-seamer in there for strike 2. Now the count holds 2-2. A base walker at first with 1 away here in the inning. Change-up, swing and a miss. That becomes the 3rd out, and Coley will pick up a strikeout. Partly cloudy skies on the Monday afternoon. And stepping in, Robbie Hunt. First plate appearance was a walk and a run that came in across the score here in this ball game. Now the 0-1. Changeup. Fools him there. Now the count holds 0-2. The 0-2. And that sinker misses. 1-2 now. And strike 3 called, and that will end the inning. So we go to the top half of inning number 3. San Antonio out in front, 6-0. Stepping in now, Gerardo Marquez, the catcher for the RoughRiders this afternoon, approaches the plate to start their top of the visitor third. 6-0 shutout here this afternoon against San Antonio. Or should I say against Frisco, because San Antonio is up in front. And that will be hit, but fouled off into right. And the ball boy will get that one. Now the count holds 0-2. And that's got to be a base hit. So he will get a single. A base runner at first. With nobody out here in the top half of inning number 3. Adrian Esquivel, 1 for 1, a single in the first with a base hit. And four-seam fastball in there for ball 1. Now the count holds 1-0. And that's going to be hit. Base hit it is. 2 runners on. And scoring position. Nobody out still.
The center fielder, number 1, Tom Catamount.
And the four-seamer is low and in there for strike 1. Tom Catamount, strikeout in the first inning. Now the 0-1. Fouled off, hitting the net. And that will be 0-2. Curveball misses, 77 miles an hour for ball 1. Pitch count for Brett Kennedy this afternoon, a total of 38. Gotta say, consistency is his thing today. And that is strike 1 called. And the first casualty in the top half of inning number 3 for the RoughRiders. And we got Luis Hernandez approaching the plate now. And that four-seamer in there for strike 1. To Luis Hernandez. Ground out in the first inning. So far in this one. 1-1 on that four-seamer in there for 92 miles an hour, called for ball 1. Marquez at second. And base runner at first. Hernandez being the third run. If he can launch one here. And do hear a fan. I gotta say, if they're from Frisco, they're saying, "Go Hernandez! Woohoo!" Now the 1-2. And that will be out number 2. Hernandez goes down looking. And he's the second casualty here in the top half of inning number 3. Miguel Chavez, the first baseman, approaching the plate now. And gotta say, he's just talking with the home plate umpire. And gotta say, hope it's nothing personal. Now remember, you don't argue ball or strike, because that's not a batter's job. And that ends the inning. A pop-up behind home plate. And we go to the bottom half of inning number 3. The Missions lead it 6-0. Now stepping in is the designated hitter, Carlos Valentin. Had a sacrifice fly that led to an RBI in this one. Starting off with the home half of inning number 3, and that's called for strike 1. Shade starting to pile in, and do get a say for the guys on the field. Shade in a breeze. Feel really good in the afternoon. Now, if you only had cloud cover, like we did at Corpus Christi, and do gotta say that right there would have been really nice. The 1-2, and that's too high on that four-seamer, 92 miles an hour, called for ball 2. Now the 2-2. Valentin striking out, and that is the first out in bottom half of inning number 3. Now stepping in, Chad Taylor coming up to the plate now. And that changeup misses the zone, now called 1-0. A double, a 2-run RBI that led to that run. And Taylor looking to do more damage here for the Missions. And hit the shortstop. Shortstop gloves to throw to first. And out number 2 here in this one. And now up to the plate now, the second baseman, Kenny McClendon, did a double, an RBI, and a run here in this one. Now here's the first pitch. Fouled off to the left, and that would be strike 1. Cloud cover, absolute shade on the field on this Monday afternoon in our first of the doubleheader. So San Antonio and Frisco this afternoon in a 6-0 shutout, bottom half of the 3rd inning. And that's going to be hit in the center. Final out here in inning number 3. We played 3 innings so far. Now to the top of inning number 4. San Antonio 6-0. Harold Gunter, the third baseman, strikeout in the second, comes up to the plate here to start their top half of inning number 4. And that's going to be hitting the left. The left fielder is right under it. And that'll be the first casualty. So one quick out here in inning number 4. So Chris Hesman, the shortstop, coming up here. And got to say, he was a fly out in the second inning. That changeup 83 miles an hour for ball 1. Gotta say, confidence high for Kennedy. Just real dominant. And real happy that these guys are out in front today, 6-0. Here in the first 7 innings. 1-2 now, slider. And gotta say, 10 balls, 39 strikes, total of 49. Strike count has been really efficient and consistent here in this ball game with Brett Kennedy. And that one's going to be fouled off and still hanging in. Now the count holds still 1-2. So Matt Vasgersian will be back to host the 6 away. And I will do the homestand when we come back in the start of June. So June 3rd or I should say June 2nd, which lands on Tuesday, against Arkansas and against Northwest Arkansas. So both teams will get 3 apiece games. 2 away in the inning with nobody on. And that one will be tapped into left, Jermaine Grubbs. A single in the second. I do got to say that ball was tapped foul in the left. Another one in left, and now he's in the hole now, 0-2. 0-2 now. Strike 3 called, and another 0 on the board. We go to the bottom half of inning number 4. San Antonio out in front, 6-0. Dustin Gonzalez, a single, an RBI, 1 for 1. Approaching the plate to start the home half of inning number 4. And we're still under some shade as we did through the 3rd inning. 4-seam fastball up there. Now the count holds 1-0. Halfway through this game already. And gotta say, only 7 innings through double headers. I mean, that's been the makeup games. And gotta say, we have a little more fun during this double homestand. 4-seam fastball in there for a strike. Now the count holds 2-1. The 2-1.
Outside, that's a ball.
3-1 now to the leadoff hitter for the home half of inning number 4. Billy Richter, the center fielder, coming up now. Now the 3-1. Change up in the zone, and that loads up the count. 3-2 now. And that misses, ball 4, so a no-out base runner as we go to the top of the order. So, gotta say, 4 walks Coley has let down so far. And gotta say, he's just probably getting overheated being out here. And that changeup, 1-0. Righties in the RoughRiders bullpen starting to warm up this afternoon. And you got to say, when the weather gets this hot, you got to be very cautious when playing baseball during this time. No, overheating, you can get a heat stroke in a second, but still you drink your water and Gatorade for your electrolytes. And you take precautions by taking extra breaks when you feel that heating of the day come on you like that. Now that base hit's going to be hit. Oh, man. And we're going to see a run come home. And that will be a 7-0 ball game. So that will be a leadoff home triple here. And gotta say, that right there just looks really nicely done. The 8th run aboard, and we're gonna have time here as the manager comes out, and he's seen enough of this starter today. Very embarrassing to this day. Coley now getting taken off the field through 4 innings. Sammy Flood, the next pitcher to come out of the Frisco RoughRider bullpen, takes the mound here as nobody is still out with a runner at third here in this one. 7-0. San Antonio out in front. And that's going to be hit high. Runner chasing after it. And I'm guessing that's going to be a sacrifice fly exchange a out for a run. And now San Antonio up on the board, 8-0 here in the bottom half of inning number 4. Felipe Rodriguez a single and a run batted in, 1 for 1 here this afternoon. So runs coming at a premium for San Antonio. 8 runs on 7 hits, no errors. And gotta say, Frisco is just getting stung by a pack of bees or wasps, but whatever hurts like crap, I gotta say, it'll hurt like crap later on. You know, getting stung by a bee, you can actually feel like it's on absolute fire. And I gotta say, I've been stung. Hit the shortstop, and he gloves it. And that's the second casualty here in inning number 4. Rick Cooley gave up 7 hits and 3 strikeouts. And do gotta say, this day, embarrassing to him. Not the day he predicted this afternoon. So hopefully he will be putting this off. But still has another chance to. Now the count holds 2-0 on that 2-seam fastball. Getting stung by wasp or bees. And I think Frisco just getting stung like crazy. Bet they're screaming to their mommy saying, "Mommy, I hurt. Ooh. Oh, thanks, bees or wasp has stung me. Ooh." Now the 2-1. Change up. Now the count holds 2-2. Mr. Kendall, I need to go to the bathroom. No, there ain't no bathroom. Good old Arnold Schwarzenegger. If you remember where that came from, that was from the hit movie Kindergarten Cop. You hear all that whining and complaining from little kids. Mr. Kendall, I need to go to the bathroom. No, there ain't no bathroom. And that's going to be a base hit in the right and stuff. Good grief. And a base runner for San Antonio as they go back to the top of the order here now. And stepping up now, Robbie Hunt. Go ahead run. Now on deck here. And ball 1. On that 2-seam fastball, out of the zone for ball 1. Gotta say the sun is out just for a short period of time, and we got on our right field wall some shade. Some more. Gotta say, beautiful day as we play this doubleheader. 3-0. Carlos Valentin up to the plate now for San Antonio. Now the 3-0. 2-seam fastball in there for a strike. Now the count holds 3-1. 8-0 our score as we play the last of inning number 4. So San Antonio getting on the board, putting a 6th spot in the bottom half of the home first. And now bringing in a double here in the bottom half of inning number 4. And that's a walk. Flood just comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks a runner. So Frisco now walking 5 runners this afternoon. And do gotta say, the leadoff pitcher for the RoughRiders just feels embarrassed, but he should not let that get to him. Carlos Valentin, the designated hitter, had a sacrifice fly that put a run on the board. So surprising there. Fouled off, now 0-2. Fans here on a Monday afternoon in some shade. Fouled off again and protecting the plate. Still the count holds 0-2. 2 runners on in this one. Changeup in the corner, strike 3 called, and that ends the inning. 2 runs come across here in the end of the 4th inning. So we go to the top of the 5th. San Antonio out in front, 8-0. Stepping in, Kevin Perrette, the left fielder, fly out in the 2nd inning. As we start the top half of inning number 5. And gotta say, they are down to their final 9 outs here for the RoughRiders. And gotta say, final 9 outs for San Antonio. So doubleheader. Hit the shortstop. Is he going to get him? No, he will not, says the first base umpire. Score decision will be called the base hit on the play. On the Bobby, I should say. Jeez. Gerardo Marquez, the catcher, single in the 3rd. 1 for 1. And when I say on the Bobby, mate, I will say it. On the Bobby. 4-seam fastball in there for strike 1. Now, if you remember who that was, that would be Crocodile Dundee, if you remember that movie. Very classic movie. And that's going to be hit. Nearly a base hit in the left. Chases that one down, and that will be the first out here in the top half of the 5th inning. Now Adrian Esquivel, the designated hitter, comes to the plate. 2 for 2 with 2 singles here this afternoon. 4-seam fastball in there for ball 1. And now 60 pitches so far. Gotta say, Kennedy just been really dominant over this ball game. And this team is up 8-0 against Frisco. And the RoughRiders just in a heap of doo-doo today. Hey, that's not nice. Tom Katimer, the center fielder, 2 strikeouts already. And that 4-seamer in there for strike 1. Down to 9 innings so far, as we have the remainder of this game and the 2nd as well. Last of the top half of the 5th, and now be hitting the left. Does he have another 1-2-3 on the lecture? He does, and that will be out number 3. We head to the bottom half of the home 5th. San Antonio in front, 8-0. Chad Taylor coming up to the plate now to start their bottom half of the home 5th. He had a double that led to an RBI. You gotta say, dominance here for San Antonio just taking place, giving Frisco the whipping that pretty much, golly, gotta say, they've Probably been bruising for the cruising.
Now batting. Second.
I mean, just kidding.
McClendon.
I like to kid around a lot of times. Now up to the plate now is Kenny McClendon. A double, an RBI, and a run. 1 for 2 here in game 1. So, yes, so if you remember, we are at Arkansas after today's games.
1-1.
And gotta say, our bus travel will begin after our road game, our home game here this afternoon. Going to Arkansas.
1 ball, 2 strikes, account.
So Corpus Christi going to be next door when we're doing our 6 away. And we will rotate teams. So Corpus Christi will verse Northwest Arkansas. And Arkansas versing San Antonio. And after that, after the 3-game set, Corpus Christi goes to Arkansas. San Antonio goes to Northwest Arkansas. Dustin Gonzalez, the left fielder, single, RBI, and a run. Now, I do got to say, San Antonio and Corpus Christi, both neighbor teams. Midland and Frisco is a matching pair of neighbor teams. Springfield and Tulsa, next door neighbors. Just like Arkansas and Northwest Arkansas being a good next door neighbor type teams. So the 1 and 2. And that's going to be a swing and a miss in the dirt. He throws to first, and that will end the inning. So nothing doing here in the bottom half of the 5th. Now on to the top of inning number 6. San Antonio out in front, 8-0. Luis Hernandez, the second baseman, now coming up to the plate now for the RoughRiders. And got to say, they are down against it now, as they are down to their final 6 outs here in game 1. Now the 0-1. Want to remind everybody to stay here at the ballpark, and we got another ball game for you guys this afternoon. And that's going to be hit. And a run comes in, and the shutout ends for San Antonio. Luis Hernandez, a solo home run, and getting on the board, but still a big deficit and a big hill to climb. San Antonio leading by 7 runs here. And the RoughRiders got a 7-run deficit to claw back into the ball game.
First baseman number 8, Miguel Cape.
So after that solo home run, still nobody out. And Miguel Chavez, a strikeout and a pop out here in game 1. Now the 0-1. In there for a 4-seam fastball, in there for strike 2. So down to 6 outs. And that will be the first casualty here in the top half of inning number 6.
Now batting, third baseman, Harold Gunter.
And now stepping up now is Harold Gunter. Gunter coming in. And do gotta say, he's ready to go. And here's the first pitch. Four-seam fastball in there for strike one. Now the count holds 0-1. Gunter was a strikeout and a flyout here in this one. Change. Now the 0-2. Pop up near third. The third baseman has this right in front of him, and that is out number 2. So 2 quick outs after the solo home run. Chris Hesman, the shortstop, strikeout and a fly out. 0 for 2 here in this ball game this afternoon. Four-seam fastball in there, 93 miles an hour for strike one. And now the 0-2. Kennedy, 11 balls, 64 strikes, and a total of 75. And gotta say, very dominant through this ball game. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So 3 up, 3 down after the solo home run. San Antonio out in front, 8-1. Now to the bottom half of inning number 6. Stepping in, Billy Richter, triple, single, and an RBI, 2 for 3. Here's we play the bottom half of inning number 6. And here we go with inning number 6, as that one was chopped fouled. Right and right. Right in first place territory. And now the 0-1. Fouled off, now in the count 0-2. Hot afternoon here as we get ready to wrap up the first of the double. The 0-2. That's going to be hit to first. Step on the bag, and that will be the first out here in the bottom half of the 6. So San Antonio now down to their final 2 outs in game 1. And that will bring up Ronnie Finch to shortstop, a single, an RBI that led to that run. 1 for 2 here in this ball game this afternoon. Now here's the first pitch. Hit to first again, and 2 quick outs here. And now San Antonio now down to their final out here in inning number 6. Felipe Rodriguez, the first baseman, 1 for 2, a single and an RBI. The last of the lineup for San Antonio here in game 1. And that's going to be hit to shortstop. He's going to throw. And he beats the bag right in front of the throw. And that will be a 2-out base runner. And got to say, geez, that was awfully close. So base runner at first, and the 6th inning stays alive. 1-0 on the sinker, 85 miles an hour to Edgar Aramis. Single, a run, 1 for 2 here in this one. San Antonio down to their final outs. And Frisco down to the final 3 outs of this ball game here in game 1 of the doubleheader. Uh-oh! Oh, it is out of here. 2-run home run to Edgar Artemis. And they lead by a deficit of 9 now. So San Antonio getting some more laughs about this. And gotta say, show track. Exit velocity 116.2 miles an hour. Launch angle 27.56 degrees. And hang time 6.54 seconds. Projected distance 460 feet. So, gotta say, this home crowd is just getting happy. 2-seam fastball into Robbie Hunt now. 2 walks and a run. And those 2 walks was issued by the starting pitcher for Frisco. And gotta say, that guy is in the dugout now, watching the remnants of this game to unfold. And that's going to be hit to second. And gloves it, and that's the final out here in the inning. So a look at this 2-run home run here. We head to the top of the 7th. San Antonio out in front, 10-1. Back here for Texas League Baseball on this Monday afternoon. As we start up the top half of inning number 7, let's give you our line scores. Jermaine Grubbs, the right fielder, 1 for 2, a single in the second. RoughRiders down to their final 3 outs. And gotta say, in a heap of trouble now. Is San Antonio just being dominant on their home field. And gotta say, we have another game for you guys after this one. Hit to first. And that's the first out here in the 7th inning. To Kevin Perrette. A single in the 5th, 1 for 2. As the Frisco left fielder comes up to the plate now. And now here is the first pitch. 1-0 in the changeup. Shadows coming behind. Home plate now fixing to be in shadows. First base fixing to be well covered. And that's going to be hit and to right, and 2 outs. Frisco down to their last. Gerardo Marquez, 1 for 2, a single in the 3rd. And the last chance right here to do some damage. 4-seam fastball in there for strike 1. Now up against it as the final out approaching the plate in game 1 with 2 strikes remaining. And that's going to be popped up between 2nd and 3rd, and that ends the first half of the doubleheader. San Antonio clinching a 10-1 victory here this afternoon for game 1 of the doubleheader. Remind everybody to stay tuned because we got another ball game for you guys as we play the final of this 4-game homestand and the doubleheader against the RoughRiders. We'll be back here to give you your line scores, and stay tuned for game 2 coming up next.
That's our final line score. First was a victorious Mission. 10 runs on 10 hits. no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the RoughRiders, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 25 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. And please, drive home safely.
No, it's not drive home safely. We got another ball game for these home crowd people. And do gotta say, San Antonio being dominant. 10-1 the final score in this one. And gotta say, for the victorious San Antonio Missions, 10 runs, 10 hits, no errors. For Frisco, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. Well, we get ready for the start of game number 2 here, as we get you set for the finale of this 4-game series. And a good evening, fans, and welcome to Minor League Baseball, the show, as we get you set for the second of this doubleheader inning. And in the stream, we welcome you guys to this live broadcast here this evening. After this game, the San Antonio Missions will load up the bus as they will be gone for 6 away, taking on the Arkansas Travelers and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Missions will be back home on Tuesday, June 2nd, as they take on the visiting Arkansas Travelers in a 3-game set, before taking on the Northwest Arkansas Naturals for the first weekend in June. Go online now and purchase and print your tickets from home. You can also download the First Pitch app from Minor League Baseball, and you can download that in any smartphone. Partly cloudy skies, and we got your starting lineups for Game 2, and here they are. Leading off for the Frisco RoughRiders, the designated hitter, Adrian Esquivel. Leading off in center field, Tom Katimer for Game 2 for the RoughRiders. Luis Hernandez, the second baseman, batting third for Frisco. Miguel Chavez, first baseman, batting fourth for the RoughRider lineup. Harold Gunter, the third baseman, batting fifth for the RoughRiders. Chris Hesman, the shortstop, batting sixth for Frisco. Hesman in short. Jermaine Grubbs, the right fielder, batting seventh. Kevin Perrette, the left fielder, batting 8th for the RoughRiders. And batting 9th is the catcher, Gerardo Marquez. And starting pitcher for the RoughRiders this evening, Rick Cooley for Game 2 on the mound. San Antonio Missions starting lineups here. Leading off in center field for Game 2, Billy Richter. Batting second, the shortstop, Ronnie Finch. Batting third, the first baseman, Felipe Rodriguez. Edgar Armas, the right fielder for San Antonio, batting fourth. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Robbie Hunt. Carlos Valentin, the designated hitter, batting sixth for the Missions. And Chad Taylor, the catcher, batting seventh. Kenny McClendon, second baseman, batting eighth for San Antonio tonight for Game 2. McClendon as second. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Dustin Gonzalez, rounds out the San Antonio lineup for Game 2 of our doubleheader this afternoon. Brett Kennedy on the mound for San Antonio, and that is your lineups for Game 2 of our doubleheader. Now we get you off to the field as we get you set for the finale of this 4-game set. And here we go. We are under the lights this evening as we are back here for Minor League Baseball The Show. Tonight, the finale of this 4-game set between the Frisco RoughRiders and your San Antonio Missions. Major League Baseball is live in a few moments. Starting winning pitcher for Game 1, Brett Kennedy, on the mound for the home team here this evening. Stepping in now, the designated hitter, Adrian Esquivel, as we get ready to start up the second of this doubleheader. And the first pitch is called for four-seamer for strike one. Underway now, 7:05 here in Game 2. San Antonio winning the first of this doubleheader. And gotta say, this one was just good. As we get in the evening, 76 degrees, partly cloudy. Winds at 2 miles an hour, blowing from left field. Now the 1-2. Four-seam fastball in there for strike 2. And the count holds 1-2. So San Antonio getting on the bus after this game. And a big road trip there. Strike 3 called, and that is the first out. Time now to look at the visiting starting lineups. Leading off for Game 2, the center fielder, Tom Katimer. Katimer approaching the plate now. 1 run on 6 hits, no errors for Frisco. And San Antonio winning the first of this double. Only 10 runs on 10 hits. So hits were consistent through that first game. Curveball, 1-1. Four-seam fastball in there for strike 2. 1 away, nobody on. And a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that's 2 quick outs here to start the top half of inning number 1. Now Kennedy getting 2 strikeouts already. And gotta say, he's just on fire. My word. Luis Hernandez, second baseman, coming up now. Curveball, 0-1. 78 miles an hour on that thrown pitch here. Gotta say, these guys for San Antonio just really dominant here in this one. Hit to short. Shortstop gloves it, throws to first, and that's the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the bottom half of inning number 1. No score. Rick Cooley, the losing pitcher for Game 1, approaches the mound now, as he is out in the dugout, hoping to have a better game than the Game 1 that he had. Frustrating in the first one, and hoping to do his job here. Billy Richter in center field coming up to the plate now to start the bottom half of inning number 1. And that's going to be hit to third. And he's going to ground it out, and that's the first out. Time now to look at the home team starting lineups. Into the box now, the shortstop Ronnie Finch approaches the plate now. One away in the inning, nobody on. And, uh-oh, that's got to be a base hit. So San Antonio getting 11 hits so far. First 10 in the first game, and now we are up to 1. Base runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Four-seam fastball, 91 miles an hour for a ball, 1-0. Shout-outs to get to. Second time of this live stream. Got people waving all the way, as you can see, right over there near the scoreboard. We got people waving from left field and right field. Fans from San Antonio, our home crowd, and fans from Frisco cheering on here tonight. That's going to be hit to third, forced out at second, and forced out at first. A double play, 3-6-4, and that gets him out of the inning. So only 1 lone hit, but nothing comes of it. On now to the top of inning number 2. No score. Miguel Chavez, first baseman, approaches the plate now to start the top half of inning number 2. Now here's the first pitch. Slider, 1-0. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss on that four-seamer in there for strike 1. Fans still piling, or actually they stayed, waiting 30 minutes for another ball game here.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And do gotta say, it was just very nice just to see a crowd like this stay. Now the count holds 1-2. So still continuing on shout-outs. Got people from home plate waving. Good evening. Oh, I see a RoughRiders jersey. So there is a Frisco fan in the audience. And oh man, look at that. 1 out here in the top half of second. And now here's your defensive lineups for San Antonio. Stepping in now, the third baseman, Harold Gunter, approaching the plate now. And that's going to be hitting the left. The left fielder has it. And that will be out number 2. 2 quick outs here in the top half of the second for the visitors. And stepping in, Chris Hesman, the shortstop. Now the first pitch called for four-seamer for strike 1, 93, thrown from Kennedy. Say a beautiful evening for the home crowd. And we saw some warm weather. Now temperature starting to fall as we see the sun beginning to set here. Last to the top of inning number 2. Now the count holds 0-2. Fouled off. Hit to the ball boy. And still count 0-2. 0-2. And that's going to be hit. Base hit in the right. And running all over this place. The relay, not in time as he approaches the third. And he's got a 2-out triple. So that boy was just running. I gotta say, this guy was just running around the ball like he's in a circus. You better pick up that ball, you donkey. And that's the force out at first. And they escape danger on the triple. More baseball. And heading to the bottom half of inning number 2. Stepping in now, Edgar Armas, the right fielder, coming up to the plate now.
Right fielder,
And
Armas.
here we go with inning number 2. His first pitch in there for a 4-seam fastball for ball 1. Yo, Coley just went down through 4 innings and now up again here as well. 4-seam fastball in there for strike 1. Oh man, guys, I gotta say, make myself laugh. I just gotta let it out. Just good time to have fun. And the remnants of the San Antonio Missions homestand. Gotta say, it was an honor to be hosting 7 straight games. I did 3 at Corpus Christi and 4 at home. So Matt Vasgersian will be back as we begin Tuesday night baseball. First game of a 3-game set at Arkansas. Versing off the Travelers. Now the count holds 3-2. Fouled off. Still holding on. A 3-2 count load here. Now 3-2. And that slider misses. And Coley just walks the first guy here in inning number 2. And now Robbie Hunt, the third baseman, up to the plate now. A runner at first after the walk. Now the first pitch. Slider. Out of the zone, 1-0. So I guess I do gotta say, when we start the next homestand against 6, against Arkansas and the Naturals, I will be officiating those games. And do gotta say, the AA affiliate for the Arkansas Travelers be the Seattle Mariners. And the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, AA affiliate of the Kansas City Royals. And then back home taking on these 6 games to start the new month of June. Now the 2-1. Uh-oh! And that is safe right there, as the third baseman just misses that. And that will be scored a fielder's choice. Just missing that ball. Good grief. Runners on first and second with a man in scoring position now, and damage could be done here. Changeup 81 miles an hour for ball one. To Carlos Valentin, the designated hitter for this afternoon. Going into evening already. Four-seam fastball in there for strike one. The 1-1. Low in the dirt. Now the count holds 2-1. The 2-1. Swing and a miss on the sinker. Outclassed. Valentin swing and missing. Now 2-2. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and that will be the first casualty here in the inning. Time now to look at the visitor lineups. Into the box now, Chad Taylor, the catcher, approaching the plate now and looking to do some damage here, as he did in the first game of the double. And that's going to be a base hit. And that loads up the bases once again in the bottom half of inning number 2. So up to the plate now is Kenny McClendon, looking to drive a ball out of here and grand slam into a lead. Changeup 0-1. Kenny McClendon, the Mission's second baseman. Bases loaded here in the bottom half of inning number 2. 1-1 now. Four-seam fastball with just one man out in the inning. And do gotta say, pitch counts for Coley, 24 so far here in this inning. That's gonna be hit. 3, 6, 4 double play. And they avoid the dangers. With the bases still loaded. Now going to the top half of inning number 3. No score. Stepping in now to start the top half of the visitor third, Kevin Perrette, the left fielder. As we start the top of the visitor third, the four-seam fastball in there for strike one. 0-1 now. Hit to short. And whoa. Just grounded out. The first. And the first casualty arriving in style here. It's one away in the inning. Now that brings up the catcher, Gerardo Marquez. Swing and a miss. Four-seam fastball, 94 miles an hour for strike one. Nice crowd this evening as we give you a look past home plate area. Four-seam fastball in there for strike two. And pitch count for Kennedy now up 27 and getting a fourth strikeout here and two away in the inning. Adrian Esquivel, the designated hitter, approaches the plate now. Four-seam fastball in there, 91 miles an hour for strike one. I gotta say, we are 2 strikes away from ending the top half of the third. And I gotta say, this could be a 1-2-3 inning. Curveball. 78 miles an hour to Esquivel. And fouled off, protecting the plate. Now the 0-2.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Four-seam fastball. Misses inside the zone. Now the count holds 1-2. What a game this was for us. Kennedy being overly confident. And strike 3 called. 3 up, 3 down. Not too shabby. On now to the bottom half of inning number 3. No score. Stepping in now, the left fielder, Dustin Gonzalez, approaches the plate to start their home half of inning number 3. And here we go with inning number 3 as the first. Four-seam fastball in the zone. Now the count holds 1-1. Sun beginning to set on this Monday evening. And that's going to be a base hit in the right. Second baseman misses that one. And got to say, the go-ahead run is at first base right now. Got to say, that right there is just a beauty. Nice clean hit with nobody out. Whoa! And there's another base hit. Now getting 2 runners aboard now. Looked like that was going to be some added danger if it got up there. And runners would chase after it. Now here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Now the count holds 0-1 to Ronnie Finch, our shortstop. Single in the first for San Antonio. 2 runners on with nobody out. No score as we play the bottom half of inning number 3. And that's going to be hit in the center. And the center fielder has it. And that'll become the first out here. Bottom half of inning number 3. Would say the shortstop grabbed that one. Not the center fielder. I do apologize about that. Uh-oh. Running out of room. And it is gone. Woohoo! Felipe Rodriguez, a 3-run home run. And back out in front. A 3-0 in the bottom half of inning number 3. Santa Maria. Home crowd just going crazy, guys. That ball went flying out of here. My word. Four-seam fastball in there after the triple run. 3-run home run out of the yard. On a 1-out hit right there. And that's going to be a base hit in the center. And gotta say, that right there is just a clean beauty. Look at that hit. Nice job from our cameraman as well. Getting that right there will be a good one. San Antonio now on the board after that 3-run home run. Here in the bottom half of inning number 3. And now Frisco looking at another shutout. So gotta say another one is developing nicely. So home crowd happy now. I see some fans doing their little happy dance, which you do see at most ball games, especially when they are on the big screen, just dancing like a monkey. Another 1-2. Fouled off to left. And still one away here. 1 on. 3-0 our score. Bottom half of the 3rd inning. And here's a 1-2. Misses the zone, and the count holds 2-2. Honored to be with you guys today, as the next game for San Antonio will be hosted by Matt Vesgersian through 6 games. And do gotta say, can't wait to see you guys back on our new month. Now the count holds 3-2. Now move over to first, checking him in standing. Now the 3-2. And the right fielder's going to have that one. Now be 2 outs here after the 3-run home run that San Antonio put over the wall here in this one. Carlos Valentin, designated hitter, strikeout in the 2nd. I do gotta say that 3-run homer launched by one of the Mission players, getting a lot of high fives, hugs, all the above. Sun beginning to set on this Monday evening in our last game of our doubleheader and our current homestand. Gotta say, we'll see you guys back on Tuesday, June 3rd. San Antonio taking on Arkansas. And force out at 2nd. And another look at that 3-run home run. We played 3. San Antonio out in front, 3-0. Tom Katimer, the center fielder, comes up to start their top half of inning number 4.
Tom Katimer.
Gotta say here, Brett Kennedy, just amazing here in the Padres organization in our AA team for San Antonio. Just awesome job. And gotta say, he's got more work before he goes up to AAA El Paso. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Katimer goes down looking, and that ends the first out. And then we're going to call up to the pitch speed comparison to the guys. And gotta say, both pitchers, 94 miles an hour, and a tying up comparison. Luis Hernandez, the second baseman, 0 for 1, a ground out in the first inning. Four-seam fastball in there for strike one. One away here in the top half of the fourth inning. So Frisco down to their last 11 so far. And got to say, make that number 10. So down to their final 10 outs of this homestand. Miguel Chavez, first baseman, 0 for 1, a strikeout in the second. Approaches the plate now. Four-seam fastball in there for a ball, 1-0. San Antonio winning the first of this doubleheader, 10-1, and looking to even up a series against the RoughRiders. Four-seam fastball in there, and that count holds 1-1. Gotta say, a beautiful crowd here. And as we play Texas League Baseball here in South Texas, San Antonio, Texas, versing off our last game against Frisco. Swing and a miss. Chavez goes down, and that ends the inning. So we head to the bottom half of inning number 4. San Antonio out in front, 3-0. Stepping in now, Chad Taylor, the catcher, 1 for 1, a single in the second. Approaches the plate now to start their home half of inning number 4. Uh-oh! That one's gone! Santa Maria! Solo home run, Chad Taylor. And now they are up 4-0 here in the bottom half of inning number 4. Crowd's going crazy, y'all. My word. That was out of nowhere. Where did that come from? Gotta say, an average of 427 feet. As that ball was blistered. You gotta say, San Antonio just on a roll here. Four-seam fastball, strike one after that solo home run. Kenny McClendon, second baseman. Ground out in the second, 0 for 1 for San Antonio missions this evening. Out of the 0-1. Sinker gets down low, and the count holds 0-2. Pitch count to Rick Coley. Now down into that one. 49 pitches so far, and his pitch count just keeps getting up and up and up there. It's up there so high. He's just touching the moon already. I can see my house from here. 1-0 the count. Dustin Gonzalez, single and a run, 1 for 1. Hey, Grandma, I can see my house from here. Shut up. You want to ruin everything? 1-0. And sinker, 1-1. 4-0 our score in the shutout here in the bottom half of inning number 4. Sinker again. Gets him out chasing. 85 miles an hour for strike 2. So Rick Coley just not consistent through the final 2 in the homestand. Oh, nails him in the leg, but manages to get the force out at first, and that will be out number 2. And now time is going to be called here as we're going to see where that hit him, and it looked like it hit him in his drive leg And by the looks of it, he's going to try to continue in this one. Billy Richter, the center fielder, 1 for 2, a single and a run. Approaching the plate now. Now here's the first pitch. And that's going to be high in the center. And that will do the inning. So another look at this solo home run. We now played 4. San Antonio out in front, 4-0. Harold Gunter, the third baseman, arriving to start their top half of inning number 5. And do gotta say they're down to their final 9 outs here in this ball game. And gotta say they are against it now. So Kennedy up to full potential, full confidence. And gotta say still going strong here in this ball game. 43 pitches so far. And that is the first strikeout. Make it 8 more here for Frisco. Time now to give you a look at your line scores, and only 1 lone hit for the visitors. Our 4-0 shutout continuing intact here at home. Stepping in, Chris Hesman, the shortstop, triple in the second, 1 for 1. Gotta say he was the runner at third, hoping to come across to score, but the fly out in center came in and was caught for the out. Runner and pitcher throws to first. Out number 2. Hesman now down, retired. So 2 quick very outs to start the top half of inning number 5. And stepping in now, Jermaine Grubbs, right fielder, approaching the dish now. And that's going to be hit to second. Throw out to first, 1-2-3 inning, and that ends it right there. We head to the bottom half of inning number 5. The Missions lead it 4-0. Now starting the home half of the 5th inning, and stepping in now, the shortstop, Rodney FINCH. Coming up to the plate now. And here we go with inning number 5. And that will be a pop-up behind home plate. The catcher has it, and that's the first out.
First baseman number 34, Felipe Rodriguez.
Now this will bring up to the plate Felipe Rodriguez, who hit that 3-run home run in the 3rd inning. And looking to do more damage here like he did in that 3rd inning. So gotta say, that 3rd inning was all his. He cracked it open. Santa Maria. 4-seam fastball in there for strike 1. Now, I gotta say, when you release a 3-run home run, it feels good for the home crowd. 4-seamer up there for a ball. Now the count holds 2-1. 2-60 pitches for Frisco. Rick Cooley here. As pitches have been like a combination of both ball and strikes. And you do got to see the sun, evening sun, reflecting in the clouds. And that will be out number 2 here for the bottom half of the 5th inning. Cooley getting the strikeout. And some words being exchanged now, as that guy is not happy with the way that call was made. And hopefully he does not get ejected. So pretty much better walk back to that dugout and just be quiet. Just zip the lip, Dundee. Hey, that's not nice. You don't say that.
Ball that's outside.
Grandpa. I don't care if that was your grandpa or not, you better hush. Hey, I'm in here, man. 2-0 the count now. 62 pitches in the last of inning number 5. Now Robbie Hunt on deck. Now the count holds 3-0. Clips to the corner. Well, four-seamer called for strike 1. Ball game going quick as a 4-0 shutout. And San Antonio just
Full count.
nailing this doubleheader, it looks like. And four-seam fastball, strike 3 called. The inning is over. We played 5. Now up to the top of the inning number 6. San Antonio 4, Frisco nothing. Kevin Perrette 0 for 1, a ground out in the third, approaches the plate to start their top half of inning number 6. Down to the final 6 outs here in this last of these games. Here Monday Night Baseball for the AA Texas League and our home here in San Antonio. And that's going to be hit to the second baseman, throw to first, and that is the first out. Make it 5 outs remain for the RoughRiders. And San Antonio still up to 6 as they will are down to their final 3, it looks like. So 6 for Frisco, 3 for San Antonio. So do apologize there as it gets you a little confused. So 6 out for the RoughRiders, 3 for San Antonio. And that's going to be the crowd. And that is a foul ball. And swing and a miss on the slider, 1-2. RoughRiders down to 5 outs here in this one. And do got to say they are running out of time to catch up. Breaks his bat, popped up at first. And that will be the second casualty of inning number 6. Down to 4 outs and stepping in, Adrian Esquivel, the designated hitter, 2 strikeouts. 4 outs remain here for them to rally back. Oh! And that ends the inning. A bounce to third. And that does it. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6. San Antonio out in front, 4-0. Sammy Flood now coming in on the mound for the visitors here, as they will start the home half of the 6th inning on the mound. Stepping in now, Robbie Hunt, 1 for 2. A single in the second. Beautiful night sky. As it's just beauty. A beautiful sky. Now we got a righty in the RoughRiders, Adrian Sampson, warming up in the plate. Or should I say bullpen? That should sound a whole lot better. Sinker, now down 2-0. We've got to say the losing pitcher twice may be Rick Coley. And gotta say, this right there, just a bad night, bad day for him, as he could be a loser twice on the mound. And that will be ball 4. So, a runner with nobody out.
Designated hitter, Carlos Valentin.
Carlos Valentin, the designated hitter. Strikeout and a ground out, 0 for 2 here this evening. 3 outs for both clubs for San Antonio and Frisco this evening. And gotta say, Frisco is up against it now, as they only have the top of inning number 7 to put a rally in here. And do gotta say, we'll see what happens. 0-2 to Valentin. A runner at first, nobody out. And that will be fouled off. So hope you guys enjoyed this double in a gameplay stream. And gotta say, hope everybody enjoyed this 4-game homestand. And want to invite everybody back for Tuesday, June 3rd, taking on Arkansas at home. Flood getting the first strikeout here. And you gotta say, San Antonio now down to their final 2 outs here in the bottom half of inning number 6. 2-seamer up there. Now the count holds 1-0. Chad Taylor, home run, single, and an RBI that came in across the score. Now a throw back to first, keeping him close. Now the count holds still 1-0. Runner at first, and 1 out here in the inning. The 1-1. Uh-oh, double play. 3, 6, 4, and that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Now on to the top of inning number 7. San Antonio out in front, 4-0. Back here for Texas League Baseball, as the Frisco RoughRiders have the top half of the 7th to rally. 4-0 our score, and only 1 lone hit for Frisco. Tom Katimer, the center fielder, coming to the plate now to start what has been a disaster already, and against it now, down to their final 3 outs here in game 2. 0-1 now. Now the 0-1. Whoa. Whoa, boy. Nearly plunking him. And the count holds 1-1 on that wild pitch right there. 1-1. Did he go around? No, he did not, says the home plate umpire. It's ball 2. The 2-1. And that's going to be chopped to the mound. Throw to first. And that will be the first casualty here in number 7. So Katimer goes down, and stepping in Luis Hernandez. They fly out in a ground out. Last 2 of the top of inning number 7. I gotta say, their outs are numbered. Into center. And the center fielder tags it, and that will be the second out. So RoughRiders now down to their final out in the inning. And stepping in, Miguel Chavez, the first baseman, coming up to the plate now. And gotta say, it's been an honor to host a 7 like this. And that'll be hitting the center. And that will do it. The ball game and the doubleheader is over. So San Antonio winning twice in this gameplay. And do gotta say, hope everybody had a great and awesome day coming out to the ball club. The ball game for 2 interesting games. Well, San Antonio winning this doubleheader, and this one belongs to them after losing 2 to Frisco for Friday night and Sunday afternoon, and winning a whole day of Monday. We'll be back right after these messages.
For the RoughRiders, no runs, just 1 hit, no errors. They left 1 man on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 38 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
And so we wrap up this 4-game homestand. And gotta say, San Antonio just wowing the home crowd here this afternoon, going into the early evening here. So the Missions winning both games. Game 1, 10-1. And Game 2, a 4-0 shutout victory here in this one. Well, this will wrap up our 4-game series, and San Antonio and Arkansas will be playing tomorrow night for the first of 3. And Matt Vasgersian will be on live on the show as he returns to do 6. And I'll be back to do a 6 home once we are back to San Antonio. Well, let's go over runs, hits, and errors first for the victorious San Antonio Missions. 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors for Game 2. And for Frisco, just only 1 lone hit. So, gotta say, you don't see that every day. Rick Coley, losing pitcher, losing twice today after giving up 8 hits and 4 runs, and only had 4 strikeouts so far in this one. Winning pitcher this evening for Game 2 goes to Brett Kennedy of San Antonio. 8 strikeouts so far and only gave up 1 hit. So that's pretty good. Well, the Missions are on the road, and do gotta say, we had fun during this 4-game homestand. Wished it could have been a lot longer, but we will wrap up our last game here of this month. And gotta say, for all the home crowd, we'll see you next month in our new month of June here on Minor League Baseball, the show. And for your AA San Antonio Missions and the San Diego Padres. Well, this will do it for our live broadcast. 4-0 our shutout here in Game 2 against the Frisco RoughRiders. So have a good day, everybody. Or a good night, I should say. And we are off the air.